Awesome. All right. So, hey everyone, I am Chrono Cloud, and with me is
Maybe Buzz.
good to have you. We are here for the Random CS NexVerse 5v5. This is week 2, season 2. I've been out of the loop for a little bit, but I am so excited to be back. And we're starting off with a bang. One of my favorite teams to watch. It's going to be Momentum versus United Independence, and the draft is underway. You looking at the draft, maybe?
Yes, I am. And it looks like they did already pick the map, which is going to be Dragonshire.
That's right. So I like this map because you know this is, I feel like, a really skill based map because you're fighting over the 2 control points and you're trying to capture the dragon. So it's a lot of fun, a lot of back and forth. Usually you only see 1 or 2 dragons depending on how good the team is. But let's talk about the actual draft. It looks like the first bans are out, both Tyrande and Kale. Pretty solid bans.
Mm-hmm.
And then Momentum has just picked up ETC, Sylvanas, and Jaina. Both of those work very well together. I'm sure we're going to go with a mosh pit on the ETC because that's going to work so well with the Jaina.
It does. And not
Yeah,
having to play against Sylvanas too, so there is that they don't have to have battle against the silence with ETC, so it's good pick up there too.
right. I'm guessing that they'll use the Sylvanas to maybe push bottom while they're fighting over the rest of the points. So, Sylvanas will probably be used by Momentum to get them an early EXP lead, I imagine.
Very true.
Having said that, Zagara on the United Independent side is no slouch herself, and she's very good for pushing a lane.
Definitely. And Maw can really come into play too anytime it goes out. So I
That's
love
true.
Zagara. She's such a great hero. She has such a great toolkit.
Sure. Murden, very standard tank. No surprise there. What I am surprised about is the Kerosene ban. Uh, any thoughts on that one?
They may just not want to have to deal with that another person in the front line. That's I think usually with Charism that is part of his appeal is he's in the front line, he's another body up there, and he does either of his ults are very good. 7-star strike does a lot of damage, and the ability to save somebody on the team can go a really long way, especially if they don't go with like a burst healer.
Right. Meanwhile, Uther also banned. No surprise there.
Pretty
Hello,
standard.
cat. I don't know if you can see my cat. He wants to participate in the ban as well. Um, so, Malfurion's going out for United Independent as well as Raynor. Very solid. Malfurion, though, as I'm sure you know, is sort of a preemptive healer. Um, and he doesn't deal well with high DPS against
No,
high DPS.
definitely not. He has great AoE heals, and if you pop Tranquility early, you can really kind of stay on top of the healing. But if they do go for kind of like a burst single target composition and for all of their plays, it's really hard to keep up with that on Malfurion.
Exactly. So I think the other 2 picks for Momentum are going to be key. Morales, interesting. Very
Yeah,
interesting.
Morales can be good, but she can also, it can really hurt you if the other team chooses to engage very hard on her.
For sure. Doesn't have a lot of survivability. Very, positioning is hyper important for
Very.
Morales.
Mm-hmm.
Um, this is interesting. What do you think that last pick is going to be? It's got to be something high DPS.
They could go that round. They may go for someone else in the front line just to give, Morales a little bit more protection, even.
A second tank?
Yeah, Sonya's out there. She could be picked up. Arthas. They really don't have that much. I mean, they do have Mosh Pit, obviously, but they don't have any true CC. So we could see something. Oh,
Well, Jaina's got the slow.
right. But
It looks like Raynor or Rexar, I
they
should
did,
say.
and Rexar Bisha has that great in a line stun, and it is just to
Sure.
kind of put somebody that bear is another body, and late game Misha can really come into play and keep people off of the node for the dragon even.
Right. Malfurion, we should mention, also has a very good CC, which is, a well-timed entangling roots can really, really set up a good kill.
definitely. And with Zagara and Raynor, they both have the potential to do a lot of damage. Hydralisk can really eat somebody down fast, and Raynor is Raynor, and if you
Of
just
course.
let him hit you, you will pay for it.
Definitely, definitely. Um, so, I mean, Momentum going for what I would almost consider to be a semi-standard two-tank setup, although Rexar is a bit, Falstead.
You know,
Very interesting.
Falstead's been getting played a lot recently. You see him do that micro jump is what I like to call it, and then put Telgust everybody back. And if they can get Morales, or if they could get Jaina or Sylvanas, they could burst down some of those mages pretty quickly.
So now, for Lieutenant Morales, do you see them going Medvac or Stim Drone?
On Dragonshire, Medvac can really come in handy because you can get to the other shrine really quick, cap it, and then have somebody sitting at middle and pick up the quick dragon. So we may see that kind of the ability to get around the map quickly come into play also.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm seeing a skin on. I guess it must be the coloring. Ha, loving the. I'm loving the skin choices so far and the coloring choices so far. You guys will see them soon. But yeah, so which team do you kind of favor in this matchup?
I really like Momentum's comp, except for I think that Morales, sometimes can really hurt your team. If they're able to kill her quickly, you're kind of out of luck. But also, Rexar is really great. I think he's undervalued, and I think he doesn't get played as often as maybe he should. He can make a lot of difference in a game.
So, right, with the revised death timers, the early deaths are critical. Do you think it's going to factor into this match? Do you think that since the revision of the early game death timers, do you feel the difference on the map like Dragonshire?
I feel like on Dragonshire you feel it a little bit, but for the most part everybody's pretty good about making sure they have their lane very stable. We don't see a lot of early dragon grabs in these sort of competitions. Everyone plays a little safe, and I think that on Dragonshire, if everyone's playing really safe and you just don't leave, the middle lane open and you are protecting your lane, it doesn't really come into play that often. Unless you get, your whole team gets wiped, but that's kind of hard because everyone's so spread out on this map.
Right. It's going to be interesting to see. I mean, I've seen Team Momentum play a lot. I'm not familiar with United Independence. I would almost argue that United Independence have a slightly more balanced, more traditional team comp. Momentum is interesting to me, though. I want to see what they can do with Morales and with ETC working in conjunction with Rexar. It's going to be a really, really interesting lineup.
Yeah. I think that United has the ability to kind of really burst down those targets. They have a lot of, big hitters, and if Falstead and Malfurion can really set up those plays, Raynor and Zagara will be able to eat through players very quickly.
And I'm curious to see how Falstead specs himself, right? Is he going to go for... hold on a second, I'm going to check right now, because he's got that build where his Hammerang builds up attack power.
Yes.
Right? So if he goes for that, you're going to see some late damage, some very powerful late damage. But he actually chose not to do it. He wins with Updraft. But let's introduce our teams. You want to introduce the blue team?
Sure. I will. We have Seth on Malfurion, Caboose on Falstead, Mustard on Mirrodin, Glock Nuev on Raynor, and I DC'd an RG on Zagara.
That is the red team, but sure.
Let's see.
You pulled it up. You cheated. You pulled up the tab. That's what happened.
I did. And it
it's reversed. It's reversed there.
Well, and I DC'd from the game right there, interestingly enough. So
hopefully that won't happen again. Let's quickly introduce the blue team, which is Team Momentum. We've got Howen on Jaina, Vital on Sylvanas, Schupler on Morales, Labarbi on ETC. And who am I missing? Is Risenbane in there somewhere?
Yeah, he is. He is on Rexar.
He is on Rexar.
So it looks like I'm having a little bit of lag.
A little bit.
Yeah.
But it's all right. I'm actually good for now. So Team Momentum is on the bottom row, except for Rexar's by himself up top. They've locked down both of the capture points. Risenbane is using Misha very well to hold on to it. And looks like Vital is trying to capture the middle there. And just cut off by Caboose and Argy.
Oh, okay. And I'm back now.
And so this is basically what Dragonshire boils down to. It's can you hold down both of the points? Momentum's doing a great job of capturing both. Sylvanas is easily keeping Malfurion at bay. She's backed off to middle. Looks like they're trying to capture it. Malfurion's getting the bottom point there. Nice AoE hitting United Independence, and both Raynor and Muradin go down. Sorry.
Weird. It seems like
now
I'm...
Falstad apparently, right?
Yeah. Let's see.
All right, both of the points are captured again. Labarbi's able to grab the Dragon Knight. They are pushing mid pretty hard.
Right, and there's Rexar in top and Risenbane is in the top, kind of just making sure that Argy can't take the opportunity to, you know, counter push even though Momentum has the dragon.
Right, and this is a pretty early dragon. We're only 3 minutes in. He's not very powerful. They do manage to take down the fort, and now they are out of there. Muradin was way out of position though, and they took him out. Schupler's doing a fantastic job as Morales. He is just keeping everyone nice and topped off. Vital is trying to get in some last couple of attacks. And they are retreating. Bomb lane totally open. No one's in there, but Vital is heading down. Gonna soak a little extra EXP before the next set of shrines are up. Risen is doing a great job up top using Misha to kind of zone out Argy. Argy isn't really able to push too deep into the top lane. And, you know, the other 4 people of the team just keep sort of rotating between middle and bottom. United Independents do pick up their, or trying to pick up their Siege Giants. Howland moving in with Labarbi, zoning them out. Muradin's full retreat. Sylvanas moving in here. They're doing a great job taking out Falstad there. One of the problems with Falstad, he has a very short life. Or not short, but he doesn't have a lot of hit points, so it's pretty easy to take down. Looks like they're wailing in on the bottom gate there. Schupler, Labarbi, and Howen are all doing a fantastic job. Vital is moving down to join them. And Rexar, by the way, still holding that line. He's waiting for the shrine to go up so Misha can capture it. Shrines are up. Argy moving in. Nice mosh pit there. Manages to grab Malfurion. He's going to go down, no problem. They're not even concerned with the bottom shrine because they just want to push as much as they can. And the bottom fort is taken out. And yeah.
Catch Falsehead to Labarbi able to knock back Falsehead. Just get him in range so that they get the slow on him, and he just couldn't get away.
Yeah. It's rough. And look, so there's the medvac. And you can see they are jumping straight up. They're going to try and grab Argy here. Argy doesn't stand a chance. I mean, he just gets overwhelmed.
And I mean, they do have 3 levels, so
now they're going to push in.
Nothing that they can. It's really hard to. They can't really contest anything.
Yeah, it's true. Without hitting that 10, there's not much that they can do. All United can really do is just hang back and wait for an opening, but it's a little rough. It's a little rough. They are just pushing really hard. Now all 3 forts are taken out, the first 3. And now they're like, okay, I think we can pick up the dragon here. Use the medvac to come get the bottom capture point. Top one, of course, was captured by United. United Independence.
Schupler and
looks like Rexar is waiting for. Yeah, Schupler and Hohen are picking up the bruiser camp on the bottom, and they'll probably jump Falstead. Let's see. No, Falstead is out of there. And Independents have just hit 10, but they got hit pretty hard. Oh, nice Hyperion there. Malfurion coming in with the stun on Schupler. I don't think Schupler's going to get out of there. Nope, he goes down. Vital barely escapes. Ooh, that was rough. That was rough. I mean, it started off really nice. Jaina got off a nice Ring of Frost, but Argy pulled out an excellent maw. Some great stuns from Murden as he went into stone form. And yeah, that was a nice turnaround. Oh, Avatar stone form, same thing. And there we can see the maneuverability of the medvac coming in so handy. They jumped right into the middle there to prevent anyone from getting the dragon. Momentum still two levels ahead.
And Momentum actually able to keep the shrines during that whole time as well. They did have 3 down.
Right.
Seth pops Tranquility. Maw goes out. See Misha out there in the front line, just on Malfurion.
There's just so much happening. There we go.
Silence goes out. Mustard has Avatar. Ring of Frost goes down.
Yeah, Mustard finally got taken out, and with Mustard out, they are in full retreat. Risen here is going to pick up the dragon, and they are in for World of Hurt because this is, a 10-minute in dragon. He's going to be doing a lot more damage here.
And you saw in that last fight, Mustard had to get so out front, and Misha just in his back line, hitting Malfurion, hitting Raynor, and really separating the team and giving Momentum time to take down Mustard.
Definitely. That was key. Mustard almost going down again.
They're taking a lot of damage.
They're doing a good job of holding them back. Risen's almost done the dragon. Are they going to be able to get the keep? This is a great time for a mosh pit. I'm surprised. Oh, there it goes, but it doesn't actually catch anyone. That's okay. They still managed to pick up 2 kills in Malfurion and Murden. And there goes Falstead.
Right.
Nice.
And Morales really
very well timed there.
Yeah.
I think this is GG. Maybe. Ooh, Maw picks up 2 of them. Labarbi and Howen are kind of low. They got to get out of there. Schupler looks like he's going to go down. Vital looks like they're going to make it out. Schupler getting really low. Schupler goes down. Looks like Howen's going to go down as well. So close, so close. Can't believe he made it out of there. That was crazy. So I mean, obviously it's 17 to 15. Momentum's gonna hit that very important level 20 first. This is gonna be a hard comeback for Independence.
Definitely, they do have to...
United Independence.
Right, they do have to get the level lead back. There is this dragon, so if things go well, they could turn it at this dragon. That is kind of the upside of dragon.
I mean, they're gonna hit 16. They're gonna hit 16 very soon, so they'll be at the same talent tier. But even so, it's a bit of an uphill battle. Everyone's trying to grab what camps they can. You've got the Bruisers up top against the other Bruisers up top. In the mid, you've got the Siege Giants. And is Momentum going to be able to grab the ones at the bottom? I don't know. I think they are. That might be the half-second distraction they need, really, to secure the shrines. Hyperion going off. There's Tranquility. Oh, very good mosh. Oh my goodness. Caboose did a amazing ultimate there. Pushed everyone out. Yeah, Mustard overextended. There goes Raynor. Still, that was actually a brilliantly timed Mighty Gust.
It was a great gust. And you know, Seth too really putting on the Tranquility is trying to heal for his team and getting everybody caught together.
But it looks like a Schupler's going to lock down that top one. And there's Labarbi in place to grab the dragon. And there you go. That was a little bit rough with the...
so we'll try and figure that out in between the next games. Let's see. All right, we'll take the time in between these two games, the next game, to figure out what's going on. I seem to keep getting disconnected from HOTS itself, so we'll try and figure out what that is in the interim.
Sounds like a plan, yeah.
So we will be back in just a few. Hopefully everything will get figured out in that time.
For sure.